Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Not much to add at the moment. Bitcoin is still in this beautiful triangle shape, but we're very clearly heading into the apex of a triangle. Yesterday there was an attempted breakout, failed clearly. This is not a breakout signal or pattern yet. The problem with these trend lines is always you can draw them in slightly different ways. I can use the wicks, I can't use the wicks. If I don't use the wicks, then there is still space in the triangle, So again, key is always to see if there is an impulsive move after a breakout. There was surely an attempt here, When I made that video yesterday, I told you that very well. It could just be we bounce off the trend line, hit support, and maybe move up again, which is what is happening now. It looked like a breakout yesterday. Now that failed, there will be another attempt. And obviously it's Sunday now. Sunday, and usually you see a lot of volatility around the time when we do the member live stream around 5 o'clock UTC or just after that. So when it heads towards the weekly candle close, so that is a perfect catalyst here, being in a triangle. So I'm looking really for an impulsive move. Does it go up or down? Of course, I can't answer you that. There is a bullish and a bearish scenario. In the last Bitcoin video, I elaborated why that's the case and why it is so useful to know the bullish and the bearish case, and why this is not a weakness but rather a strength of the Elliott Wave method, that it gives us a bullish and a bearish case. Very important to know, so watch my last Bitcoin video if you've missed that. But really in any professional TA, you will get at least two scenarios. You will get mostly, especially at the moment in the current time, a bullish and a bearish scenario, because they are just there and the market is uncertain. So how could the analysis give you certainty? It doesn't work. But however, what will be the case at some point, there will not be a bullish and a bearish case anymore. There will be maybe two bullish cases or two bearish cases. But at the moment, Bitcoin, I'm not doing anything with Bitcoin other than accumulating step by step for the cold wallet, because we have no reliable bottom in place yet. So as soon as we can see with more clarity that a bottom is in place, this might be something for a trade, for a swing trade. I'd be looking at that if we get into the region between 14 and 16K. That's still my primary expectation, that we will see lower lows here. At the moment, the view is that we are possibly here in this fifth wave to the downside. That would, based on the current wave count, end the bear market. This would be the last low we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a wave C of a wave 5. So it could very well be that we're only in the wave 3 now, that we have a series of 1, 2 setups here, and that we are going to head down. Again, I gave you the target in the last video of the triangle breakout. That would be in line with the fibs. That would be the 17K level if we break to the downside. There is a case to be made that this could be a bullish pattern as well. A 1, 2, and then also a 1, 2 to the upside. That would be the breakout case. If we break out of the triangle to the upside, target here would be 20.7K, but we've got a lot of resistance on the way, 19.5, 19.9, 20.2K. So it's really just waiting for this triangle breakout. Unless a pattern breaks, you never know, but it's worth having a plan if you want to trade anything. For me, this is high risk trade. Other than accumulation, I'm not doing anything with Bitcoin. There are far better charts out there that give us a much more reliable setup, especially for a larger and more aggressive swing trade. Talked about these patterns in previous videos, and I'm gonna update them anyway, these charts. Here Bitcoin isn't, it's just sideways for the weekend. It's just been sleeping basically in a range here, broadly between 18K and roughly 20K. That's sort of the range in which we are, and in the range we are in a triangle. And if you would just look at this chart and you see a triangle, it would generally suggest that it's a trend continuation pattern, would break to the downside, especially if you come from a downtrend. But again, you never know with these triangles, and Bitcoin lately likes to do things that are unlikely. But let's see. It could move up from here, and then the 20.7K level would be the ideal target based on the height of the triangle and also that green wave 3 target here. And again, to the downside, it's 17K. But what I can promise you, usually there is, after such a strong, sort of getting squeezed, such a such a boring sideways movement for a few days, where the volatility is just coming down and everything's getting squeezed here like a spring, that will become an impulsive move. Yeah, that is what we've seen numerous times in the past. It's what normally happens, and the weekend candle close could be an ideal signal for that. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Let's take a look a little bit here at the wave pattern that we can see. We have obviously a red candle. So unless we go above 19,450, it would be a red candle. So very, very possible that we could see a green candle this week if this triangle breaks to the upside. Okay, so there is no decision made here. Last week it was pretty clear it was going to be a red one, but this week it's not very clear. This could become a bullish candle, or at least a green candle for the weekly candle close. As I said before, there is no guarantee Bitcoin will come into this area. It could very well be that a bottom is in place here. There are some indicators for that I'm watching as well, that I mentioned in previous videos. I'm not married here to making another low. Yeah, it is important to wait what the market is doing and then react to it. As I said to you, there are a lot of great charts which are currently in the process of bottoming out, not necessarily have bottomed, but in the process of bottoming out. And Bitcoin hasn't necessarily done that yet, but it could very well move with these charts, and there are just signals that the bottom could be in place. Therefore, we watch the chart closely here. We currently have a divergence of charts that I have never seen before in crypto. I have to say that very clearly as well. Normally, they would all bottom very, very closely together. Historically, at the moment, we don't see that. Yeah, we can see that Bitcoin theoretically should be far away from bottoming. Or not far away, but 14 to 16k would be a likely scenario. But other charts are just looking really good. We talked about Aave, we talked about Metis, Ethereum, and they could really be in the process of bottoming out, currently in a wave 2 correction, whereas they've already done the cycle low in June. Okay. And Bitcoin doesn't really look like that at all at the moment. So you see this divergence in crypto charts that I personally have never seen before. So very interesting to watch. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.